yeah, you can see him. Big chill. All right, so what all this is I wrote a book on philosophy like a couple years ago, the philosophy of happiness specifically, and
Okay. Philosophy of happiness. I'm tuned in.
yep, and so I'm just gonna say right here,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, so I
MF
basically
Doom.
hell yeah.
Okay.
So by controlling your subliminal messaging and all that stuff, you can sort of influence your subconscious more. And I
Yeah.
usually tell people that it's how you like train your senses, your instincts, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so being in a convention space is a really cool experience to be in because like with cosplay and all that stuff, you 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 know you understand
You
you
enrich
become that
yourself
character.
in that environment that finds itself to discover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, and so yeah, that's kind of what all this is. I have the book over here for the more like academic part. I have this
Okay.
for the more mystical side, and off of the book, I built a whole ARG off of it where I like read different
What's
chapters and
ARG
all that
stand
stuff.
for?
Augmented reality or wait, or alternate? Yeah, alternate reality game.
Alternate
Yeah, I'm
reality.
like, yeah, I worked at like a VR place and all that stuff, and I had like a 3DS and all that. So I get like ARG and I mean, fucking AR and VR confused.
Yeah.
I like your tattoos.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
This will be real hard to read if you haven't come to terms with it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so yeah, like I with my content, what
Wait.
I
The Eye of Agamotto.
yeah, because
Okay.
Marvel Rivals and all this stuff is like a super popular game and all that, and I say like a big part of that is like in the different characters like voice lines, how the different interactions can like basically put thoughts in their head, and I feel like the developers are really smart about that because. Like for example, whenever you finish a match, instead of saying like rematch, it'll say like one more round, and that's supposed to like influence you to like keep playing because it'll say it like after every single game. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I see
so
what you're. I'm. It's a subliminal message. It could be misconstrued as a synonym, but it's a synonym with a valence to it. There's a polarity to it. It's like yeah, it means the same, but this just like a molecule that's polar on one side and negative on the other side. It's the same molecule, but the attraction pulls you in a certain direction, even though they're synonyms. And of course, rematch is a neutral rematch versus one more round. There's almost like an incentive edge to it, and it's a little different. You're right. It's polarity to the words and the subliminal message. But it's so subtle too, and it's hard to miss. Yeah, man.
would you want to write something? I have like a wall up here, and because it's like can't do it all myself.
What do people like to write?
Well, okay, so I've been it's been interesting getting used to the environment and stuff like that because I didn't know I could literally just bring my whole table up here, fucking so like where I got these first two notes was I did it on the trunk of my car.
Okay.
And yeah, and so I
Okay.
basically like laid everything out there, like the sign over there,
Yeah.
and I kept that like since Kansas City, and so like every time it gets
Since
like
Kansas.
smudged,
Okay.
Missouri,
Okay. Kansas
yeah.
City, Missouri. Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so like every time it gets like smudged, like I've turned like me just like redrawing it on like a part of the show and all that stuff, and yeah, so also, yeah, there was this woman that was here yesterday. I gave a reading to who wrote "Have Agency Over Your Love," and I'm like, you know, that's such like a big part of the show because like, you know, that's something that I understand, but that's not something that I could necessarily like convey to my audience, you know. So like just even that like would be yeah.
That is true, man.
Hell yeah. I mean, you could take an instance if you want, like
It's true. Yeah.
yeah.
I'd like to write some down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me see. Green or blue? I'll go with this one just because it's right here.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Black pen. So normally it's so strange, right? Like every 5 out of the 7 days of the week, I got a pen right here in my little thing. So it always feels like so like natural to just have one, and it feels unnatural to ask for one. It's kind of why. I would say, first of all, real quick, like I'm assuming you read about like existentialism and like you like to read like Marcus Aurelius meditations and
Not really. Like, yeah, like, you know, I have not been like reading that much because like one thing I've learned from like taking the philosophy class in college is that one of the big issues with philosophy I feel is how like dense it is just to like read like philosophical texts and stuff. So like that's why I'm incorporating tarot and all that stuff because with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like you know, that's what the whole like third season is about.
Yeah,
so
dude.
just making it easier because like at the end of the day, like philosophy itself is just like a big thought exercise. And so with the concept of moral optimism, I basically because you know
moral optimism.
yes, it's different from regular optimism because it's like more realistic. And so you know because I'm an expert in the field, I'm not like saying like this is something brand new. It's just I have become the best moral optimist by like being direct and like you know doing what I can to spread the word, and that's why the platform is you know free, all that stuff. So
I like that. Dude.
yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot. There's so much I even want to add to that, but
yeah, I'm like that's another thing like you know like forcing myself to like have to care about money has been like such a thing because I'm like I could also like just sit and I could literally like do this.
it's like you could just sustain yourself off of basic necessities, and the fact that we live in this fucking kind of environment where you have to churn yourself into labor, where it's like it's not enough to just have enough. Yeah, man, I know what you mean. Boom. There we go. I got mine.
pain is necessary for the gift of feeling, but the wound was necessary for the gift of healing. What was your name again?
I'm Tampa.
Tampa.
What's your name again? Carlos. Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
You wanna stick it up there?
Yeah, man. My sword be out here. shit is dope, dude.
Hell yeah.
What a sick ass moment,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Bro, how do I follow you?
Yeah. So
all your
Shema,
stuff.
yeah. So I've been letting people take pictures of all this stuff, and Shema 5,000 on everything. Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely got a collab.
This pulled up to the Discord. Do you have an Instagram or no?
Yes, I do have it.
Okay, let's do the Instagram, dude.
I got you.
I gotta, yeah. Let's do that. 'Cause it's faster for me to do it. Boom. I love it. From the moment I saw the MF Doom, I was like, okay, he thinks about stuff, bro. He thinks about stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
I just wish I had more time to like fucking like listen to music and all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know, like,
I know. And you know what? In a different world, there would be time, dude. If there wasn't so many hoarding of resources that makes it so that you can't have time. I mean, like, you think about the Industrial Revolution, our productivity has gone up like, not exaggerating, 8 times minimum, low estimate, 8 times more productive. Why are we still working 40 hours a week? And then getting paid less? Dude, yeah. Dude, life could be so much better, and we can make it better. Hey, good shit, bro.
but yeah, this Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, you know, I've actually like never seen it, but I remember I got like this you know, jacket at this thrift store, and I put it on and like dyed my hair black, and people told me I look like a black spark. So yeah, so I'm like, you know, I love jazz and stuff too, so this soundtrack has been awesome. So. I really, yeah, that might have to be the first thing I watch when I get home. That shit's sick. I like your cosplay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, well, I'm sorry. Do you want to know what I'm doing here?
I would, yeah.
Gotcha. So, I wrote a book on philosophy, like, you know, happiness, how to get there, and all that stuff. And I also have like, I do tarot readings and all that. My favorite anime is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yep. So that's basically what the whole third season is about. My major arcana and stuff. And so you got big picture, you got small picture, and so that's why I have these cards too. So you know, this will basically help you learn how to learn, if I can put it like that. by surrounding yourself with different things, you can influence the way that you think. Even, you wearing an Invincible cosplay, like, I'm pretty sure that's a character that you wouldn't mind, like. So, it could be, like, as simple as that. And so I have tarot and all this stuff, and, I typed everything out to explain it in different ways. But, yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. And I try to, spread the word as much as I can. And I come all the way from Kansas City. Like, just by being a nice and good person, was able to make it down here when I only had like 12 bucks and stuff. So, just different ways, like, specifically like choosing what you consume can, actually help you in real life. So, I mean, if you want to think about it a different way, because, none of this is necessarily new. Because, I also grew up Christian. And, religion does a lot of the same stuff. So, so that's basically it. Like, whenever I felt after going to so many different places, I just have no money. It's like, again, this is why I tell. How old are you? 18. 18? Okay, yeah. This is why I tell all the older people. I'm like, fuck it. What I was gonna say is that, I would rather be more like actually trying to like. So, that's why I feel like all of that stuff. And that's why I'm just trying to like help people understand all of this and have what they want to do while at the same time, like, help others. So, would you want like a tarot reading, or would you want to do this? I mean, if you guys have time, like, I see like. It was nice meeting you. What's your name? Jordan. Okay, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, if you want to, you could like take a picture of this, like, fine, you have a good one.
I don't feel a thing, and I stop remembering.